Hey everybody, this is Erica on the Classy Climb blog. I have to do this video. It's the 5 things that every parent, every guardian, and every adult that's in a young lady's life needs to tell her and needs to make her aware. And really, I mean, these are 5 things that should be just all the time told to her, all the time. And I know some of these things are gonna suck, but they're just so brutally honest that I think now going into 30s that I'm like, man, I wish someone would have said that to me. That would have been great, right? So the top 5 are 1, and if you were gonna hate me for this, stay in shape. I've seen people get passed up for jobs. I've seen people not get hired. Heard a manager basically not hire somebody because they were overweight. Kid you not. Was in the office sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe I just heard that. I've heard literally people not choose someone because they were 10 pounds over or 20 pounds over. Well, you know, she's just a little chubby or she's just a little that. And I've actually seen that happen in relationships and situations. And I go, wow, that's crazy. But it is the society we live in. And so I always tell people stay in shape. People make these assumptions about you meeting you that have, you know, you may be the best person in the world. You may have cured cancer, but you know, if you're overweight, they're not listening. And I see a lot of these young ladies who are 15, 16, 17 years old, and they are already hugely overweight. I mean, I'm talking about bigger than their mom, bigger than, you know, heavy. And I feel like their parents are not doing their job. 1, the child shouldn't be that big. What are they eating? 2, your mother's just not being honest with you about after 18 and 20 and 25 and 30, like your metabolism slows down. It's hard to fight that fat back, right? So 2, which is really important, is save $300 a month, every single month. And people go, Erica, the economy, the this, the that. But when you're young, when you're 18, 19, and you're starting out with your first job, if you just start saving $100, I mean, I meet military people who literally, if they would have saved $100 every month they would have been in the military for the 20 years, they wouldn't be in these predicaments or worriments or have an emergency. You know, they'd have a lot of freedom. I've met people when they left college, they had lots of freedom because they had already saved money every single month. And now that they graduated, they had options. They could take a gap year. They could take time off. They could go travel in Italy and Europe for the summer. And it didn't matter because they had saved money every single month. I meet young ladies now who go on trips to Europe when they want to. Why? Because they've been saving $500 a month every single month since they've started working, and now they're in their 40s. They do what they want. They do exactly what they want because money opens that door, and it stops you from having to, let's be honest, marry somebody you don't like for security, marry someone you're just settling for security, making poor decisions because financially you can't afford to. So that's my biggest and best thing I can ever tell anybody is saving that $300 a month could be the difference of life and death, a car injury, a car issue, losing an apartment, all that good stuff. So that's my biggest tip. Number 3, don't have kids out of wedlock. I know I'm an unpopular Nancy right now, but this is the number 1 thing. You just threw a bomb on your life. You literally just threw a bomb on your life. You have no time, you're exhausted, and you now have to work. You lose the opportunity to stay home with your child that first 1 or 2 years. And not every married woman has that option, of course, but it's a much easier discussion when you're married. And a lot of people go, well, Erica, you don't know their husband, you know, he may not make a lot of money. But I've seen women whose husbands make 30 a year somehow figure out how all of a sudden to cook all their meals at home and save money on clothes and save money on other options. But when you're the only sole provider, you lose a lot of that. And just a lot of guys just do not want women with children. They just do not. They don't want to come behind someone with 3 or 4 children. They just do not. Now, if you're a divorced woman, it's slightly different. The only reason I'm saying it's slightly different is they go, well, this person did get married and things didn't work. But they do know how to be married. They do know how to do things. It just happened, right? So that kind of conversation happened. But overall, don't have kids out of wedlock. I have a 23-year-old nephew, and every day he's like, I tried to ask this girl, but then she said she had a kid. So I just walked away. I said, oh, man, that's sad. But at 23, he doesn't have to stick around for that. He doesn't even have to get to know her. He doesn't even have to hear her story. He doesn't have to. He's 23. And I know guys who are 35 who are the same way. Sorry. So, okay, another one. 4, how you dress is important. So a lot of my college years, a lot of my high school years are spent tomboyish. No one ever corrected me. I had parents who were in the military. They were dressed very like rugged, military, let's go. Tactical gear on all the time, right? So for me, getting to college and getting in a sorority and getting around other girls, realizing, holy crap, I'm always t-shirt and jeans. I'm dressing butchly. You know, maybe people ask me, was I gay? I mean, all that kind of weird stuff. And I had to go, no. I just never had a parent who enforced or even address those concerns of dressing more feminine, dressing more like a lady. You know, even now in my 30s, I'm just got in the early 30s, I literally just force myself to go to store and buy dresses. And I'm like, I'll just wear a dress a day. Because you'll be amazed how you dress is important. How people talk to you, how people speak to you when you're wearing a dress is important and different. And you can tell the difference, okay? Trust me, try it for a month and tell me what you experience. So 5, people are most important. And, you know, this goes in this whole factor of like, yes, having a career is great. Having money is great. Having a nice place to stay is great. But at the end of the day, people are important. It's the people in your life. It's the guy you marry. It's who will be your family. And it's the people that you involve around you. It's important. So don't take it for granted. Realize all these things are just ways to get you around the people you love, people that will be in your life. And remember, that little baby, that husband, those people are most important. And people hate hearing that. They hate hearing that because divorce is so high in our country. But at the end of the day, that is your family. I meet divorced couples who still have Thanksgiving together because they got all these kids and technically that's their family. So look, be smart about this. These are the 5 things every female, every young lady, black, white, whoever, should hear from their family and friends and should know because they're essential to life. You guys, this is Erica, Classy Glam Blog.